Are you struggling to complete SBCs like the brand new 88 plus FIFA World Cup or Trophy Titans Hero Pick? Do not worry, I have got you covered with this amazing SBC that EA just don't want you to know. So, with the Premium Mixed League upgrade, if we were to look on Footbin at the moment, the SBC is coming in at around a price of 33,000 coins. If you don't know which teams to use, you can definitely follow their suggestions, I suppose, but be careful. But you can see here it's around 32,000 coins. I have actually completed every single one now with the teams that I use all the time, apart from one I have changed. So starting off with the Premier League and La Liga, as you can see here, we have got the chemistry with our striker and then our back four and our goalkeeper with the CDM. Got the chemistry, then we just added in 4 random La Liga players to basically finish off the team rating. That's how I recommend completing that SBC in particular, is getting the chemistry first with one league, and then using the other league to complete the SBC. Then we move over to our Bundesliga and Serie A, and as you can see here, the exact same thing. We use the Bundesliga to get chemistry, and then we threw in a couple of the Serie A here, 4 players from Serie A to get the team rating. This one gives us a tradable pack back, and then we'll do the next 2 as well. So with this SBC, coming in around 33,000 coins. So if you pack one team of the season, the cheapest one on the market at the moment is around 21 to 22,000 coins by just packing one of them. With the Libertadores, you want to try and buy as many Sudamericana as cheap as you can to get the chemistry, and then basically buy 3 goalkeepers from Libertadores, 1 from Sudamericana. Make sure you get this left back, because this left back is about 850 coins, and your most expensive player is going to be this right mid at 1,200. Everybody else is under 700 coins or in between that, so make sure you're getting them for that price. You can either snipe them, which means search for them for their lowest buy now price, or you can mass bid by going onto the market and bidding up to 700 until you win one. And then Liga and Eredivisie. I normally suggest Marseille, but they have gone up in price quite a lot. So you want to go and do this Netherlands team, the FC Groningen, I think they're pronounced, or something like that. I don't know how you pronounce the team in particular. Groningen. Go complete these. These are the cheapest ones. There are a few that cost a lot, and then there are a few that only cost 200. So go and complete them. So you complete this SBC off for 33,000 coins from start. So that means you don't have a single player to put in. You bought every single one. So you're looking to basically make that back. More or less, you're going to be making half of your coins pack by pack. And what I suggest doing with the tradable packs is this. So you can see which one's tradable because the handshake next to the word pack is white. And if it's grey, it means untradable. So this one here is completing League 1 or Eredivisie team. And we're looking to try and pack ourselves a board, a walkout, or a team of the season or anything else. So we get ourselves an 85 rated card. So far we're 33,000 coins down. With this guy here, he is around, looks like 12,000 coins. So we've almost made half of our money back off this one player alone from the SBC. So we're only looking for 20,000 coins now. We've got ourselves some Libertadores players as well. So you'd sell every single one of these players. Then we would discard all the contracts, all the healings, discard anything else is not worth nothing. These are worth 1,200 each. Again, that's 2,400 back on top of that 12,000. So that's 14,400 coins back. Then we discard these. Another 1,000 coin boost. So we have already made half our money back. Plus 918 coins from quick sell. And let's just say for argument's sake, these all sell for 600 each. 600, 1,200, 2,400, 3,600. So in this one pack alone, we have managed to get ourselves almost all of our money back. And then we have one more tradable pack, which is the Prime Mixed Players pack, I believe. Want to double check so I'm not telling you wrong information. But this is going to be from the Bundesliga and Serie A. So we're going to go all the way back here to see the Bundesliga or Serie A. And we get ourselves a Prime Mixed Players pack. So for completing the Bundesliga Serie A, we're going to get this tradable pack back. And hopefully we can get at least 5,000 coins back from this pack. And we didn't pack a walkout. We got ourselves a board. That was it. Yes, it was a high-rated board. So we are hoping for maybe one walkout or a special card out of this, as we do get ourselves a board here. It's going to be English. It's going to be Cam. It's going to be Mason Mount 84. So as long as he sells for X amount, we can get our coins back. So for right now, looks like he's around 3,000. Plus, if we sold all of these players, are these worth anything? So you want to sell every single one. The bronze cards, unfortunately, won't sell unless they're Libertadores, and it depends on what price they're stuck at. But we can't check right now. So I'm just going to go back to my transfer list, and I'm going to make some space there. And you'll see that we have sold these players already. So we sold them two for 1,200 each, 12,000 for him. Then we can go back to our players again that we just packed, and we can go and sell. So Mason Mount's going to sell for 3,000. So we've made about, more or less, around, with quick maths, I'd say around 22,000 coins without selling every single thing here. I'm going to send it to my club just to save time for you guys. And then we have, are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. 2 untradable packs or 3 untradable packs overall, and these are where you're going to get your teams to improve to complete SBCs and stuff. For example, with this gold players pack we get for completing the Libertadores, there are several things you can do with this pack. So let's say we don't get ourselves a border or walkout like we didn't. We can go through one by one. So for example, we can use this one for the Premium Mix League upgrade. We don't need to use this one. Again, for the Premium Mix, Premium Mix, all of those. This one we don't need. We're going to do Marseille. That's just saved us 1,500 coins. And we got ourselves a duplicate 82 who's tradable, so we can go up here. So the only cards that we don't use is the Turkish League and the Netherlands League. And everybody else can go back into that Premium Mix League upgrade. So we've already saved ourselves around 6,000 coins from that one pack alone. Then we're going to have ourselves the rare mixed players pack with 81 guaranteed. This is going to be from the Premier League one, I believe. It's not going to be a board or a walkout. It's going to be Dutch centre back. It's going to be Delict 85. And this card now we can go, okay, we need an 85 rated for the player pick that's come out for the Heroes. He can go into that. Again, we can use this guy for the Premier League, this one for the Bundesliga. We can use these 2 Libertadores that are untradeable for the Libertadores SBC to get chemistry. Everybody else can help us in some sort of way if we need them for upgrades later on. And this duplicate Serie A either goes up to the transfer list like that, or he can go into the Serie A SBC. And we still have one more pack left, and this is going to be the one for completing everything all together, an 82 plus overall. Get yourself 12 gold, 6 rare, and it's going to be a Team of the Week walkout, which is going to help us towards that Trophy Titans Hero SBC that's just come out, or any other SBC that's out at the moment that you need. So you can see here, we get ourselves that, we get ourselves a Premier League player, fantastic, another Prem. Then we don't need to use this guy, or this guy. We can use Serie A. We don't need this one. Then we've got ourselves a couple rares here that we can use for something else. So again, we can just check if any of these are tradable. These are not. So well, this one is. We don't have any space. So we're going to send these to the club, and then we're going to show you exactly what to do with these. So there are a few SBCs that are out that you can basically go around and decide whether you want to do. I highly recommend completing this trophy crafting upgrade by telling what time you're watching it. But let's say tomorrow when we get the player picks, you put them into the player picks. But just for now, we're going to go and put these into these. So the first thing we want to do is get our Monaco player who was Volland as a duplicate, because we don't need to use, because we can either use Marseille or that Eredivisie team that I showed you at the video at the start. So he goes in, and now we only need to get ourselves 10 gold comments with off-league players. And I'll explain what off-league players are. So off-league players are players that we aren't going to be using in the mix. So for example, Turkish League we don't need to use. The Swedish League we don't need to use. We can go to the next page. Portuguese League we don't need. We can refresh the list by going back to the top. And we can go to ourselves, okay, we need all of these, not a problem. On to the next page. We don't need to use any of those ones, so we're going to save them. Again, for this page, you just want to go through every single page until you've got rid of all the Czech League player there. Then go back up and down just to refresh. Nothing there either. Then we've got ourselves the Belgium League. On this page, we're going to have a Nantes player that we don't need to use. The same for this league. A Serie A 2. Then we go back to the top again. Nothing there. Scroll back down. Nothing there. We have ourselves Montpellier that we don't need to use. And let's see if we go to the next page. Portuguese League. And then we have the MLS, Turkish, and more. So, the reason why we put these Ligue 1 players in is because we don't need them for anything else. We're not going to use them for the Ligue 1 or our Eredivisie upgrade. So we can go and put them round. So let's say the player picks are out. You'd put all those cards into player picks. But right now, the trophy crafting is out. On top of that, we're going to go back to our store here. And we're going to pretend to open up a pack. But it's going to take us back to our unassigned. So we're going to open up this one here. And as you can see here, we still got to get rid of Pepe. And we haven't got a space for our Abraham. So, unless you're like me, you've got yourself 100 things on your transfer market from doing this League SBC over and over again. We can go back to this, our favourites, and basically go to the Premium Mix upgrade. We can put our Tammy Abraham, who's a duplicate, straight back into this SBC. And I'm going to show you the exact process I do to complete these SBCs by just going round and round and round. So straight away, we're going to get our Tammy Abraham in. Then we're going to go down to our goalkeeper. We're going to press triangle or Y. Then we're going to press ourselves low to high, and then we're going to press start. And what start does is it basically means you can add in players here one at a time. So we're going to put in Muslo in there. And we're going to go to desk. Then go to the centre back. So we're going to have a look to make sure nobody's from the same team. I believe they are or not. They're not. You press L2 or left trigger to check if they're from the same team. Pop him in here, and then I believe that should be the chemistry once we get a centre mid from a team we don't have. That is the chemistry. So now we've got the chemistry. We've got our duplicate player in. Unfortunately, Abraham doesn't count. Just realised. Let me just take him out. This is why you need to check by doing this. So again, nothing there's going to help us. We go to left mid to check if we have any left mids. We don't. So what the problem is now, we're going to have to go to Bundesliga to try and get the last bit of chemistry. We only need one. So we're going to see what we got from Bundesliga here. And hopefully we got a right mid here. It's going to be absolutely fantastic to use. We can pop him in. And then hopefully, as long as we've got one centre mid who's German. Of course we don't. So we're going to go to left mid. We're going to check what we've got here. So we don't have any cards, but it's not a problem. There are a few things you can do to get around this. So what I'll show you is we're going to go to our Cam. And as long as he can play centre mid as a secondary position, he can. Perfect. Pop him in. And that should be enough with a position modifier. If you don't have a position modifier, I recommend not buying them. What you need to do is basically you need to go to an SBC that I'll show you in a minute, where you can get them for free by just putting in one bronze player for an SBC. So now that we've done that, we're just going to go and add in 4 players from leagues we don't have, from teams we don't have, sorry, to get the overall rating, and that's how you get it done. So now we look back out. We don't have a player from Leipzig. We don't have a player from there, and we don't have a player from here. And that's the SBC done. That's our Tammy Abraham now recycled round without wasting him. We still have our Pepe to do, so Pepe is going to go back into that trophy upgrade. So I'm just going to back off and go back to the trophy upgrade again. But instead of wasting your time and watching me do it, I'm just going to skip ahead to when I've completed it. So make sure I've done that now. So Pepe is in the goal, and then all the other players we don't need to use because we got them in other SBCs. For example, we don't need them for the mixed prime or anything like that. So again, we've now recycled the 3 cards. We have duplicate, and we're going to have a lot of extra packs now available just to open up. And that's just for completing the Premium League SBC once. As you see here, they're going to be the untradable one. So the 2 times 80 plus are going to be from the trophy crafting. We can send our 2 duplicates back to our club to go and repeat the process again once we've completed everything else. So we're going to open up our 280 pluses first, see what we get out of them. You're not expecting anything too crazy out of these every single time. It's just basically building up a club here. So for example, Ruben Neves is going to be untradable. He's going to be tradable. So I'm going to go see if I can clean my transfer list real quick. So we've updated our transfer list. We've got some more space now. Obviously, if you're not like me and you don't grind the game every single day, you're going to have a lot of transfer space. That won't be a problem. But now we can open up our last 2 times 80 plus that we got. And it's going to be a walkout, which is going to be fantastic again for completing any SBCs. It's going to be an 86 Thiago Silva. So we can use him for the Trophy Titans player pick hero that came out. Or any other SBC, again, like an icon SBC or an icon player that you want to complete. Or there's a flashback card out, etc. And then we should have one more pack for a single player. It is the Prime Mixed Players for completing off our Abraham that we repeated back round. It's going to be a border, a walkout. This is tradable. So again, we're going to sell everything in the pack. It looks like it's going to be Jesus Navas. So nothing too crazy there. But as long as you keep selling everything from these packs, and then you keep going round and round and round like we do. So for example, again, he can go into a league SBC. This guy can go into the upgrade. We can try and sell all of these. For example, the Liga player might go for a little bit. You can see even the bronzes do sell if you get some lucky ones. So we're already immediately bringing our cost down every single time we're doing this. The more you do it, the cheaper it becomes, the better the packs you get. And the cycle just constantly repeats round and round. If you do it one time and then stop and then go back and do it later, it's going to be way, way more expensive. You're not going to get a lot of packs back all the time, and this is just a continuous grind. You will keep getting yourself good fodder packs while you're doing this by completing other SBCs that are out. For example, let's say you completed a little bit of Robert Perez, Team of the Year icon. You get yourself a tradable pack. You got that pack for free because you're just doing the recycle method. You can then sell that, and that's more coins you've made back. As soon as you pack one team in a season, depending if it's the cheapest or the most expensive, you then basically have done that SBC for free. Let's say you get yourself an expensive one. You can do it over and over and over again without costing you anything. Or the flip of that is you got it for free that one time. If you have any questions, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, I do a lot of videos like this. I also do player reviews and much more. Every person that likes the video, thank you so much. Every person that comments saying either the video helped or you don't understand something also helps. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next video. See you.